The One Thing, by Gary Keller and J. Papasan, Summary, and Key Ideas. In the book, The One Thing, authors Gary Keller and J. Papasan reveal that successful people go small. They don't try to do everything at once, but rather focus their attention and energy on the one activity that will yield the most reward. Successful people don't focus on all they could do. They focus on what they should do. This will help you focus and prioritize in your life, business or work by removing distractions, reducing stress and getting better results. Chapter 1, The One Thing. After building a successful company, Gary Keller introduces the idea of the one thing, which was the first major entrepreneurial failure. His company and life was failing. Keller sought help from a coach, who told him to do the one thing of replacing 14 employees. Keller stepped down as CEO and found the 14 right people for the right seats, which resulted in extraordinary corporate success and growth. He started coaching his company's top performers to successfully use the one thing in their lives and careers. Most people think the road to success is time-consuming. Thus, these people overload their schedule and task lists, with being stressed. Going small, narrowing your focus to produce incredible results, ignoring all the things you could focus on the things that matter the most. Chapter 2, The Domino Effect. He claims that success is created by doing the one thing at a time, like falling dominoes, to compound to produce extraordinary results. When the first domino falls, the amount of energy released corresponds to the number of lined-up dominoes. Thus, you want to focus your efforts on the one thing. Then, the results from this effort will multiply with the next thing, and so on. Chapter 3, Success Leaves Clues. The most successful people and companies are known for the one thing, such as a product, service, passion, or skill. Keller provides many examples, including KFC with its chicken recipe, Starbucks with its coffee, and Microsoft with its Windows OS. Many individuals can point to one pivotal person that significantly contributed to their success. In The One Thing, Gary Keller presents the 6 lies that are thought as absolute truths. These lies will prevent us from being successful. Lie number 1, everything matters equally. In the real world, most things are never equal. Many of us are guilty of creating to-do lists that treat everything as urgent and important. However, it may feel equal, and you will become busy, but will not achieve significant results. When creating a to-do list, start with an extensive list of actions and choose the one thing to do that will have the best impact. Lie number 2, multitasking. Multitasking is ineffective and inefficient and can result in mistakes or failures. Many people believe this method will lead to success. The need to multitask arises out of not having enough time and an abundance of distractions. When we multitask, we are constantly switching our attention between multiple tasks, which results in wasted time. Instead, we should solely focus on one thing at a time to be most productive. Lie number 3, a disciplined life. In The One Thing, Gary Keller states that any perceived successful people as naturally being disciplined. In The One Thing, Gary Keller states that any perceived successful people as naturally being disciplined. Success builds sequentially, so you should focus on developing one habit at a time. Lie number 4, willpower is always on will call. Willpower, or the ability to delay gratification, is a significant indicator of future success. However, you will not always have the willpower to succeed as it comes. Thus, we have to use our willpower like it is energy from a battery. To use your willpower wisely, you need to focus on accomplishing your most important work, or the one thing, earlier in the day. Lie number 5, a balanced life. Many people try to achieve work-life balance as a worthy goal, but this concept is an impossible reality. When we pursue balance, we will not produce amazing results as we are stuck in the safe middle. To be successful, we will get out of balance in our work and personal lives. You need to understand your priorities and counterbalancing. Lie number 6, big is bad. It is a common misconception that significant objectives correspond to time-intensive and challenging efforts. It follows that many are scared of pursuing major dreams. They think small and establish internal limiting beliefs and roadblocks. Thus, the possibilities are limitless, and there is no goal too big for our reach. We will take action on the scale of how large we think. Chapter 4, The Focusing Question, What's the one thing? Focusing question, what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? Small focus, helps you focus on your most important task for that day. What's my one thing right now? Chapter 5, The Success Habit. He recommends using the focusing question in all areas of your life: spirituality, physical health, relationships, career and business. When approaching each category, the focusing question will help you clarify what you want. Chapter 6, The Path to Great Answers. Great questions are big and specific. 4 Matrix. 1. Big and specific. 2. Big and broad. 3. Small and broad. 4. Small and specific. Chapter 7, Live with Purpose. The best and most powerful life is a life lived on purpose. Chapter 8, Live by Priority and Productivity. Purpose without priority is powerless. When you live with purpose, you will know where you are going. The priority tells you how to do it. After being inspired by your purpose and taking action on your priority, productivity is what transforms lives. Gary Keller asks, what's the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? This idea of the one thing will help you focus and prioritize in personal and professional life. This was the tip of the iceberg. To dive into the details and support the author, order the book or get the audiobook for free.